Let's go!
Okay, good morning everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I am back with Mr. Fernando Rico.
Hey guys!
Of Brazil. We are heading up the Formentor now for a big old day. The biggest of days. It is Island Lap Day, aka the 312. It's the real kind of test of anyone cycling in Mallorca. So yeah, we're in the saddle from dawn till dusk. And yeah, very excited. This is actually our second attempt at this. We had to go last week and we had to abandon due to inclement conditions. I think we'd be putting it mildly. We almost gave our lives for content heading down the Puig Major. 60-kilometer gusts. It was pretty scary.
Yeah, definitely.
So we called it a day. And we're back at it. Forecast is looking much better today, though I was just seeing a couple of drops of rain. I don't know about you.
Yeah, but I think along the way it's a long ride, so perhaps it's gonna have a bit of rain.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's gonna be as horrendous as it was last week.
So yeah, wish us luck. I'll check back in a little bit later. Au revoir. Fernando's got great calves. All right, Formentor done. All going smoothly. Little drop of rain, but nothing too major. It's still quite cloudy, but I suspect that's going to burn off. Bon dia.
Beautiful morning, not that cold.
Yeah.
The sets are nice. The climb is not that bad, so looking forward for the remaining 270 kilometers.
Oh, it's a tender moment. What do you say to a quick lap of Sa Calobra as well?
No. Let's leave it for another day. Today, let's focus on the 312 kilometers we have ahead. I think maybe 3k elevation still to go. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be a nice one. It's enough for the legs.
Okay, we're making easier and faster progress than last week, that's for sure. Much more enjoyable. The sun's not really come out yet, but it's trying. So apologies, the footage is a little bit grey, but I see glimmers of hope ahead. We're just heading towards Blau now, so yeah, lovely time.
More sun.
So going past Blau now, as you can see, it is just like mirror smooth. Last week there was like actual waves on it. It was just so windy, so yeah, feeling pretty grateful for better weather today. Sorry, I'll stop going on about the weather soon.
Even though the lighting is a bit shit with the clouds.
Alrighty then, we've made it to the top of Formentor. Got a lovely descent now. I'll stop going on about it, but it's going to be, I hope, a lot nicer than last week's when we almost got blown off. So. Yeah, looking forward to this. Fernando's done his third piss of the morning, so that's always good. His bladder's functioning.
good.
It's a cool little car, isn't it? Very nice. So, we're down in Sawyer. I wonder if you can tell from that descent footage, that was so much fun. No wind at all, so just felt so stable on the bike, because even on a day with, you know, just relatively normal wind, you can still feel a little bit wobbly, especially at higher speeds, but that was brilliant fun. And the sun's out, we've got blue skies ahead, vibes are sky high. Vibes are sky high, aren't they?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Multitasking.
These. Oh, okay. Dragon. Right.
Beautiful. Yeah, so just climbed out of Dea. You don't really expect the climb because it doesn't have a sign or a name, but this little section towards Valdemossa is kind of deceptively tricky, but we've got views today. We can see the sea. The sun is out. Cyclists on the road. How you feeling, Fernando?
I'm good. Yeah, happy. Sun is out. I think we have a beautiful road ahead of us. So yeah, excited.
Very good.
Yeah.
We've got these lovely olive trees. They're must be absolutely ancient. Older than my viewer demographic. No offense, guys.
One of those, he's just up here sticking to his boss.
Yeah.
But he would love that racket.
Oh, it's good. You look like an idiot, but the footage is great.
Yeah, totally. It's all about the footage.
Especially on this descent.
Yeah.
You guys enjoy the day?
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Okay, at the top of the Col de Sabastida, just having a couple of minutes break because we're just overtaken by a bus, and this is a fun descent and we don't want to have it ruined by a bus. Well, having a little waffle in more ways than one, and yeah, we're just approaching 4 hours on the bike. We've not really stopped other than briefly in Daya, so making good time. It's 10:30. So we're now on to possibly the most scenic stretch of the MA10 and arguably the whole ride. It's just beautiful. It's a little bit cloudy, but we can see the sea. When Fernando was here last week, like we could not see the sea. It was just kind of like a hazy, you know, kind of. That's 100k done. Phew. Fair to say I'll never get bored of that section of road. Absolutely incredible. A little bit busier with other cyclists and traffic than when I was here last, but cannot complain, didn't get held up. Now heading up Col de Sagramola and kind of finishing the mountain section of this ride, which is yeah, nice in many ways. Okay, so a little vibe check from Fernando. Where are you on a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 is you've had a bonk and it's raining, and 10 it's your birthday and you fly in and the sun's out?
I'm on an 8.
You're on an 8,
Yeah,
okay.
And I actually remember this section last week. There was a brutal wind coming on my face, pouring rain. So this is amazing. I'm really enjoying it. How about you?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say, here I am, 8 is strong. I mean, I don't think I'm far off, maybe a 7.6, I'd say.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All good. Okay, we are on the outskirts of Andratx. That was a lovely descent off the Gramola. Did have to stop for roadworks on the way down, but, you know, respect to those guys resurfacing it. So, you know, we all benefit. What else to say? Yeah, that's the mountains done. So we have done... So it's just under 5 hours, 115 kilometers done. Yeah, this is where Fernando got to last time. He huddled by the police station and had a little cry, from what I understand. And yeah, so loads of cyclists coming up there. I expect they're all doing the MA10. They may well have got the Cycle Shuttle. So if you fancy riding up there, make sure to check out the Cycle Shuttle. There is an affiliate link. That's such a YouTuber thing, isn't it? There's an affiliate link down below. It won't save you any money, but I get a small little smidgen. But more than that, it tells the guys at Mallorca Cycle Shuttle that I'm adding hashtag value. So yeah, make sure to book through there. Fernando's doing another piss. I mean, it's quite a public place, but you know, these Brazilians, they're crazy. Okay, so we're not done with the mountains. One more climb. I think this is the Col de Nestev, perhaps. Not too big. The clouds above looking a little bit grey, but it's all right. We'll be okay. First proper stop of the day. We stopped by this lovely main road for a bocadillo. I'm looking a bit pink in the face, so right, we have bocadilloed, and now we have a meager 177.7 kilometers to go and only 1,200 meters of climbing, so not bad. We have done 2,620 meters now and then 133 kilometers, so I'm happy. All right, hello again. It's been a while. We've been through Palma, which was a bit of a welcome change of pace.
It was interesting to be...
See all the kind of different areas and all the various like strips of... there's like all these kind of like weird kitsch buildings. So it's like mega castle funland and all these kind of weird tourist places. And then just kind of a little bit of a dampener, this road here.
Yeah.
It's improving now that it's kind of quietened a bit.
Yeah.
And less kind of falls flat uphill for like fucking 20k. So that, in terms of vibe, that did dip down slightly, if I'm honest. But
weather-wise, I think it's the best we had, right?
Yeah, I've stopped to put on more sun cream because I could feel myself getting a little pink, and I think maybe for the first time in a couple of months it feels proper warm and summery, or at least springy for over here.
Definitely.
So that's good. We're making good progress along here, some good stretches of 40k an hour.
Yeah,
bit of
speeding up.
Time trial, so our average speed is nudging up towards 25k an hour. 7 hours and 10 minutes done, 176k done, 2,868 meters. So we're doing all right. So your longest ride ever at this point.
By time, we're far now.
Okay, and look at that smiley face. And we've still got a long way to go, but I'm feeling confident. I think we've got this. So like 134.
Yeah.
No, 145, I think.
Yeah, it says here 138.
Yeah.
To go. So yeah.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
We'll be back in time for Neighbours. Do you watch Neighbours in Brazil?
No.
It's always on about 6 p.m.
Okay.
in the UK. I think it's been discontinued now. One for the older crowd. All right. Catch you in a bit.
Cool.
Strong pull! Hello again, sports fans. You find your heroes in the Repsol garage in Colonia de San Jordi, I believe. I'm on the verge of having a bit of a Billy Bonko, but Haribo, Coca-Cola. I think we're going to be okay. Had we been stuck in the middle of nowhere, I was struggling a little bit, but we're all right.
I think we're good. Have some tailwind on the way back, so that should help.
Yeah. So we've just gone over 8 hours riding time. 3:30 in the afternoon. 206k done. So we're getting there towards under 100k. That's going to feel pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Nice to be over this side of the island.
Definitely.
It's all right. I mean, I wouldn't seek it out, but it's nice. Sorry, this is such a bad vlog. You can tell that I'm struggling and just whatever. But it's been quite a soggy march.
Yeah.
But all the wildflowers have come out all over the place, so it's very pretty. Right, I'm gonna get some sugar in me before I say anything stupid. Oh, hi guys. Time for another little check-in. Look, he's got his sweeties. Right, where are we? See, I am in better spirits now. Vibes have gone up. Maybe not quite as high as I'm presenting currently. I say probably around a 6 now. It's
5.5.
5.5. Right, so 9 hours and 10 minutes done. 237 kilometers, which leaves us only 75k to go. Which on any other day would be not so bad. We're gonna make it. There's been some pretty dark clouds overhead for ages now. I hope they hold, because you know, vibes could drop perilously low if they open. But say a little prayer to Jesus and we'll be all right. Okay, bye. Okay, Fernando, time for a vibe check. I'm conscious that there's not really been much words spoken between us in the past 3/4 of an hour.
Yeah. I think we are in like 4.5.
Yeah.
But we're getting there. 40 something Ks to go. So let's just keep it quiet and keep moving. I think we managed to get there.
Yeah, heads down. I'm quite grateful. We're actually on I don't know which way to point the camera. We're on a road that's not like an A road type thing for the first time in ages, which is nice.
Yeah.
That's the thing with this route, like, you might think the hard stuff is the mountains, but the mountains are fun, you know?
Yeah.
By the time you get here and you're just slogging it on some straight road in some fucking hard shoulder full of gravel and glass, fast traffic, not the one. But as we said, we got 47k to go. I've got 16% on my Wahoo, so hopefully that lasts. I think it should do. Oh, look at all these. All right, bye. Right, there we have it. Bathed in the glow of a rough ski.
Very glamorous.
It can mean only one thing. We've made it. We're back here in Puerto 312 kilometers done. 11 hours 46 ride time. I don't know the exact time. Probably about 13 hours.
Yeah, I think it's 7:30 now, something like that.
But yeah, right. Harder than you thought. Easier than you thought.
Physically it was easier than I thought, but
Yeah.
mentally I think we had a few struggles along the way. After 200k,
Yeah.
it got pretty tough.
Yeah. The bonk I had at 180. that was my low point. What was your low point?
I think now at the end, like the last 40k's were tough
Yeah,
for
it
me.
felt like they were just going on and on.
Exactly.
Because you think you get to like before like Arta,
Yeah.
and then it's like, oh, Can Picafor, and then you're like, oh, well, that goes on for ages, and then you're in Port de Alcudia, and then Alcudia, then you've got the stretch. High point, best bit for you?
I think the mountains, like the first part was very nice. The first 130k's, I
Yeah.
think were until the first stop.
Yeah.
That was pretty nice.
Yeah, so descent off Puig Major for me.
That was amazing.
It was really nice conditions today.
Yeah.
All that last section of the MA10 down,
Yeah.
that's just like incredible.
Beautiful. Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for watching. If you made it this far, fuck knows how long this video is going to be. You'll probably thank me that I recorded a bit less footage towards the end. You didn't miss much. Long straight roads, and there we go.
Yeah.
See you later.
guys. Bye.
Toodaloo.